local station. News 4 Jax starts now.
Police say this man, Christopher Bell, left a homemade chemical bomb outside a local mental health facility and threatened people with a sword before officers fired rubber bullets and took him into custody at his Atlantic Beach apartment. A neighbor witnessed the SWAT standoff.
Now I'm nervous as to what he's been doing up there for a whole month above me, you know, like trying to make bombs and stuff. I don't know, you know.
That woman says she lives right below Bell, who is now charged with making or throwing a destructive device and aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer.
This all began just after midnight, police say, when Bell threw a box at the front door of River Point Behavioral Health on Beach Boulevard and left. We're told the box contained a chemical bomb. Officers tracked Bell to his apartment, where they say he came out of his home with knives and a sword. One officer fired his assault rifle and missed Bell, while another officer hit him with 2 rounds of rubber bullets and took him into custody. Channel 4's Kamasi Aaron picks up the story, and she's joining us live from Atlantic Beach. Kamasi.
Well, Mary, this is where officers spent most of the day investigating, looking inside Bell's apartment here, trying to see if there was anything else inside that they needed to be worried about. They had to evacuate a lot of the people who lived around him, but they got back in just a few hours ago. And I was able to speak with one woman who lives in the apartment right below Bell's. She said she heard car doors slamming and someone running up the stairs early this morning, and she never imagined she'd end up seeing the SWAT team fire at her neighbor.
I was standing over here at my couch kind of looking out the window through things, and I saw what happened. And when they had the guns and I saw them shot, I ducked.
It wasn't the morning Diane Doctor expected. Just before seeing her upstairs neighbor, 24-year-old Christopher Bell, confronting JSO's SWAT unit, she says she heard him yelling at officers after they asked him to come outside.
Like, I'm not coming out. You're gonna have to take me. What are you doing here? You know, we got a warrant. What do you got a warrant for? You know, you got a warrant for my house. This is my house. This is my apartment. I'm not coming out.
But Bell did, as Doctor watched.
When he came down the stairs, he had what looked like a big baton stick. It looked like a round cylinder object, you know, and they told him to get down, and he came out like this, you know, swinging that thing. And that's when I guess they took that shot at him, and he landed right there.
Bell wasn't dead, but he was under arrest. It was the end of an ordeal that started just after midnight, more than 10 miles away at River Point Behavioral Health on Beach Boulevard. Police say Bell drove to the entrance, threw a box out of the sunroof toward the front door, got out, and ducked behind the car. He left a note full of grievances against the facility from the last time he was treated there and drove off. Police determined the box to be safe, but say it could have easily not been.
It appeared as if it was a pressurized chemical bomb or a chemical device that, again, he didn't know what he was doing exactly with it and didn't assemble it correctly. But had he assembled those items correctly, that certainly could have caused some damage.
Well, luckily it didn't. No one was hurt in this entire incident. But News 4 Jax has learned that this isn't Bell's first arrest here. In December, he was arrested for marijuana possession and then Baker acted because officers found him dancing on Atlantic Beach. He was wrapped in duct tape and acting bizarre. Officers said they found marijuana inside his car, and at that point, he admitted that he had taken mushrooms. Reporting live in Atlantic Beach, Kamasi Aaron, Channel 4, the local station.
Kamasi, what have you been able to find out about the officer who fired at Bell?
Well, we've learned that his name is Matt Turner. He's been a SWAT officer for about 6 years, and the incident that happened here was the first time that he had fired his weapon. Interestingly, he has not been placed on administrative leave, and the reason that is because the bullet that he fired did not hit Bell. Mary?
All right, Kamasi Aaron reporting to us live from Atlantic Beach. Thank you, Kamasi.